Hi guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and do this look that I posted about yesterday, kind of a 60s vibe. It's a real simple look. It's pretty much just like natural makeup, big winged eyeliner, but it's the hair and the hoops that did it for me. So we're gonna go ahead and I'm gonna just go ahead and talk through this thing. And I'm going to talk about some of these products that I have because they're new. And I'm listening to Pandora, the 90s hip hop. And this setting is kind of where it's going to be at when I do my other videos because this is my office area, but I'm still getting it set up. So there's really not much in the background besides toys and empty shelves. Because I'm still getting that set up. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with my primer. It's the NYX Hydra Touch Oil Primer because my skin's been very dry ever since I've had my kids. It has been terribly dry. And so I like anything that gives it some more hydration, I guess you could say. But it's this. And I actually got this in one of my hauls at Dirt Cheap. Normally this stuff is between $15 or so, but I got it for like $1 something because it was like 90% off and the box hadn't been opened or anything, so I was really excited. And in my second haul, when I went back for some more, I found some more of these, so I just stocked up on this because I ended up really liking this primer. And I'm gonna go ahead and apply this primer now before I start my eyes, just so it can give it time to soak into my skin, which I have cleansed, toned, and moisturized already. And that's very important. I just kind of take it and sometimes I like to do my face looks oily, but it's not. You'll see it set into my skin. My lighting's not quite on point with this because I'm just using my lamp right now. Because I have my lighting I have some of my lighting out here and some of it's still in the other room. So I have to get all that set up, getting everything worked out, all the kinks for when you move. Next, I'm gonna go in with my Lorac, however you say it. Behind the scenes eye primer. I always like to prime my eyes. Whether you're dry or oily, you always want to prime your eyes because you'll get more pigment out of your eyeshadow and you will also stay in place longer. And I always take my ring fingers with my eyes because your eyes are the softest skin, the thinnest skin on your body. And you don't want to stretch your eyes, your eye skin, because that's how you get wrinkles and creases, by stretching it. But your ring finger will give the lightest touch when you put your eye primer on. I go under my eye too, just because I like to go in with eyeshadow under there sometimes. But it doesn't, when you use your ring finger, you're not putting a lot of extra pressure on your eye area. It's just a skin toned matte eyeshadow. You can use face powder or eyeshadow, but I always set my eye primer just so it's a nice clean slate. I got one at TJ Maxx, but I also got one at the Dollar Tree. It's one of these things. It's just got a pad in it. It's dry and it just cleans the eyeshadow off, so you can use one brush for multiple eyeshadows. This is good especially when you're traveling. It's a lifesaver because you don't have to bring a million different brushes. You can just bring a handful and use the same ones. It's called Creme Brûlée. It's Wet n Wild. Excuse my hair. I have no idea what my hair is doing either. But let me get a mirror set here. I pat it in first And you see it doesn't really add any color. It's just setting that. It's just setting the eyeshadow that's on my, or the eye primer, eyeshadow primer that is on my eye. I just kind of pat it and swipe it across my eye after I've already patted it in. Now that my eyeshadow primer is set, I'll go in and just do this with my eyeshadow brush. I am going to go in with Makeup Geek's Creme Brûlée. This Creme Brûlée is darker than the one that I just used. Wet n Wild's Creme Brûlée is a lot lighter, but I'm just gonna go in with this one. I'm just gonna take this color. I always do that before I go in so I don't have fallout all over my face. But I'm just gonna go in the crease with this all over, just to give my crease or my eye more definition. And notice how my skin is looking less and less oily because my skin is just soaking this stuff in. For one of my buys that I got, it's Makeup Obsession by London. Well, Makeup Obsession London, see. It's a bronzer palette, but this I would use more like eyeshadow. This color called Raise, just to darken. And I'm gonna get a more precise brush. I'm gonna use this. I used a fluffy brush for everything else. This one's more precise because I don't want it all over my eye. I want it a little bit more precision. And this is my first time using this, so we'll see how good these are. And I just go on the outer corner and kind of up into the crease and just buff this out, blend it. This is pretty good. I'm impressed. We'll see how long it lasts on my eye. See, I've got a little bit more definition on this eye than this eye. I don't know if you can tell. The lighting is... If you notice when I go in, just patting it like that, there's a lot of fallout. So you want to make sure to knock it off, the extra off your brush so it doesn't fall out on your face. I'm gonna go back in with my fluffy brush just to kind of blend everything even more. Go in with Makeup Geek, their Beaches and Cream. And I'm just gonna take that from inner to mid just to kind of lighten the inner corner of my eye. I'm gonna kind of pat it on there. Wow. I'm just kind of doing that because this eye is going to be neutral, seeing as how it's going to have more eyeliner, like a winged liner look. I'm just going to take my baby wipes and just kind of clean up the under eye part. Get up too far past this line because I want that eyeshadow there. Hydrate. And I'm gonna go into this. It's a highlighter. It's called POW. It's by Beauty Junkees. I really never heard of them, but this just came with this when I got it from somebody. I'm gonna highlight my brow bone while I'm at it right here. And you know, in the 60s, it was more top heavy where everything was on top and your face was clean. So that's kind of the look we're gonna go for today. I'm not really gonna do anything but mascara on my bottom lashes. I'm not doing any eyeshadow like that. This is some of my favorite stuff. It's Blistex Deep Renewal. It's really good. I'm trying the LA Girls Pro Matte HD High Definition Longwear Matte Foundation in the color Natural. I've used this stuff several times and actually really like it, and the color matches me really well. I'm going to use the back of my hand. I'm going to use this foundation brush, and all my brushes that I'm using today are Wet n Wild. Came from one of their holiday sets or something that I got a few years back. My LA Girl setting spray. It's fix and set for extended wear. It's gonna spritz my brush, so the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Eraser, and this is just in the color Fair. And just to kind of balance out my face, that's what I do. I love this applicator, but I just put a dot here and here because I don't want to overdo it. We're using my brush, so I'm going to spray it once again. Blend that in. But when you blend this in, you can see how this side is lifted versus this side that hasn't been blended or doesn't even have that lifting action going on. Just gonna kind of blend it into the middle of my forehead. We're gonna take the other Camo Concealer in the darker color. I'm just gonna find the line right here and just go, got these baby hairs here. Just gonna go kind of above it. And just do a line. And anywhere you would contour, which is down this way and right on my jawline. Kind of like an E, a backwards E. And then contour the nose. I usually don't contour it to make it look smaller or anything. I just do it to make it look bronzed and like I've gotten sun, because I like that look. I don't want too much. I'm gonna do that. And then right under the lip, because it's gonna make my bottom lip look bigger. It's usually my bronzer slash contour. And I'm just gonna and I always go up instead of down with it, just because I don't want it falling below that line, because I don't want my cheeks to look droopy. And remember, darkness hides things, lightness brings it out. You can see it still, but you can see more of a shape. Creams, if you've gotten too much, you could go back in with your foundation concealer brush that you used and just kind of, see, blend it out like that. It kind of just makes it disappear. The powder I will be using today is one of my favorites. It is the Coty Airspun powder, but we're gonna go in. I'll dip it in here, and you see all that powder? I'll just take it and do this in the lid. I'm gonna pat. But this is another product I got. It's the Creme Shop. I don't know how you say it, but that is what it is. And this is called Tiki Bikini. I go in lightly with it. I just kind of want to bronze everything up. Bronze my ears up, make it look like I've been touched by the sun. Can you see the difference? Brush and just blend everything in. I'm gonna go in with my Wet n Wild Breakup Proof liquid eyeliner. Liquid liner pens are the best because they got that fine point already and all you have to do is literally draw it on. I always curl my lashes before I do my liner because sometimes if you go in with your lash curler and you've already done your liner, it'll end up on your lash curler instead of staying put on your eye. Got one eye done. Sometimes with these pens, just to get more ink in them, you just shake them. We've got the wings done. I'm trying to figure out, I'm gonna look at them and see if they're even. When I do my lashes, because this is kind of like, I want the attention drawn to keep gaps from where I've got my liner, I always line the top like under. See the difference from when you do it, it kind of brings it down and together, whereas this is not yet. I found this on Amazon, Maybelline Total Temptations Brow. And then I've got Wet n Wild's Browsessive, because look at the little tiny, gets all the little brow hairs, and it's kind of a gel so it'll hold it in place. I'm just gonna brush through my brows and then shape them. You follow the natural arch of your eyebrow. So I filled that in that brow. You can see the difference. And you just want to brush it out so it looks more natural. But you can see the difference between my brows now. This one actually goes up and has more shape. This is just an itty bitty one waiting to be filled in. Just brushing them out. Now they look more filled. Now I'm just gonna take the Wet n Wild So for highlighter, I'm going to use this Airspun loose face powder highlighter. A little in there from when I opened it. I'm just going to take it on my... Ooh. Not fond of the smell at all. I like the smell of the Coty powder. It smells very chemical, but it's very pretty. That's not going to stop me from using it, that's for sure. It's called Peach Petal Powder Blush from it's Beauty Junkees. And go right in between that blush and that bronzer that I used. Just kind of mix it all in. And I go back into my hairline. Kind of go up on the apples of my cheeks. Just bring some color back to it. Blend, blend. And before I do my lips or my eyes, I'm gonna set all of this powder to my face so it doesn't look so cakey or so powdery. Using the LA Girl setting spray again. For my lips, I'm gonna use In the Nude by Essence to line my lips. Now I'm going to try a new mascara today. It is Big Ego by Tarte. This is just one of their sample sizes. Stuff's pretty darn good. That's pretty good for 2 coats. Now I'm going to use my Voluminous Superstar Xfiber. I love this stuff for my bottom lashes. Now the last thing I'm going to go in, but this is the Julep Lip Gloss. Ultra Hydrating Lip Gloss, and the name of it is All the Feels. So to keep it nude, we're gonna do it that way. Look at that little doe foot applicator. Oh yeah, perfect. Now I'm gonna do my heart. So I've got this look down. If you guys want to see any other looks, just message me, leave me a comment. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And until next time, I will see y'all later.